know you'll be able to pronounce them much better than I can. Hello, everybody. We are back. Nancy and I are back with the Sacred Feminine Within. And a heads up really quick. Like Ray would say, barnyard, kind of like internet. I might be a little wonky on and off, and we got some rain, but we're doing this. We're going to make it happen. And we are so excited and honored to have Celina joining
Thank
us
you.
this evening. She's making the rounds in our community, and every show is amazing. All the readings have been incredible. So thank you for joining us. And hey, Karen, we got Care Bear. Barb
Hi, Karen.
Join us. Hello, my dear. Mwah. So, waiting for maybe some people. People are wondering, why are we doing this at this time? Well, Heather's 3 hours difference now. And Celina's hubby leaves for work, so this is her best time to be able to hang with all of us because we need our time with our spouses. So Nancy was like, well, let's, we can do 8 o'clock. So
Thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. We might fluctuate a little bit here and there on the time.
Then afterwards, we can all go out and look at the full moon. But it's raining here, so I don't know how much I can do that. But I'm hoping I'll be able to
raining here
towards morning.
Yeah, it's good here, so I'll be outdoors for a little bit doing some stuff. Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, and Sandy, you are here, dear sir. It is late over there in the UK. Thank you for joining us. And we have Winds of Reflection, which is Ravneet. Hello, Ravneet. And we have the sexy, luscious Lexi joining us. And
my
Pamela.
David is here, and also Pam Batchelor.
Hi, Pamela. And Garnet is here. Oh, my goodness. Everything's jumping. Hello, Garnet. And yes, there is David. Hi, David. Justin Bennett. This is a new name for me. So
my David got me this for Mother's Day.
Oh,
so I had
beautiful.
Very nice.
It's just, I just feel very, very mysterious.
Yeah, so Justin is the Witch of Enchantment. And if y'all saw my video on the Algoroth god, the digital god, that was all his idea, his brain working for that. And he's also a Hecate devotee, so I'm on his Discord, and so there's which of witchy best friends. So there's several of us in that. Yeah. So hi, Justin.
Well, Justin, welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Yes.
And we have Alana. Oops. Oh. Okay. Stop it, StreamYard. We have Alana. Hello, Alana. And Ramneet's like, so glad to see your happy faces. Well, I'm glad to see everybody in chat, and I was telling Nancy,
I missed this, Heather. I've really missed
it. Let's see. Garnet says, let's see. This is StreamYard. I've just arrived in Wales on holiday. Well, enjoy Wales and your holiday. And so,
we have the godmother of Tarot Tube just walked into.
I tell you what.
Hi,
Miss Tarot D, you need to get you one of these.
Oh, you can do the 7
wouldn't
veils.
Wouldn't that look good on Miss Tarot D?
Oh yes, most definitely.
She can wear anything. She can wear a brown paper bag and make it look gorgeous.
Exactly.
This is true.
We love you, Miss Tarot D.
We sure do.
We do.
Oh, and Judith is
here. And so is Beth. Hey, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
How are you? So today's goddesses was something that Celina and I have been talking about, and I have been connecting with death goddesses for the last I would say probably 3 to 6 months, starting with the Morrigan, and then during a Morrigan meditation I was kind of hearing the word goddess Nyx in there, and then before leaving to move to Oregon, I was seeing what reminded me of bones in my artwork. I was seeing bones in the sky, in the clouds on the way here. And it's just been like, all of this death, but yet rebirth. And when Celina and I were talking about having her come back on and join us, she had mentioned that she would love to talk about some Mexican, or I should say Mexican, correct me, please, Aztec, Mayan goddesses. And a couple came up. I mean, for me, Ixchel was always kind of on the horizon because of being connected with the jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Ixchel. Hello, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so I have been pronouncing this name, and she is known as the Aztec Queen of the Underworld, Lady of the Dead. And her name is Mictecacihuatl. Well, no, I have been pronouncing this. Give me a second. Mictecacihuatl.
Pretty darn close there, Heather. So it's Mictecacihuatl. Mictecacihuatl.
Boy, you say that a lot faster because they broke it down onto the. You're going.
Yeah, it's so hard to say her name. Ixchel is so easy. This one, very easy to pronounce. She's like goddess of like the moon and fertility. And this is the goddess of death. And this is from the Santa Muerte Oracle by Fabio Lestrani.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her husband.
And they both rule the underworld known as Mictlan.
Yes.
Yes. I got that right.
So yeah.
With Celina connecting with her heritage, I just thought this would be perfect because I want to start learning when we talk about goddesses,
all the death and the bones and everything.
Spirits, I want to make sure that we're learning how to pronounce names properly. And so with this, I was just like, oh, I would love to have her because that way we can honor them through her heritage and learn how to properly pronounce, her names and understand more of her story, their mythologies. And I was just going to, Nancy, unless there was something, I would just want to hand it over to Celina. And
well,
share
when Celina's through, I found a really neat paragraph, but if I don't want to repeat what she's saying. So
no, I mean, if you want to go ahead first, that's fine.
Oh, go ahead, Nancy, then go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a paragraph, but I thought it was beautiful because I don't know anything about her. So it's from this book.
Oh, I don't have that book.
Oh, I don't have that book.
And it says, Ixchel? Is that Ixchel? Ixchel. Okay. Mm-hmm. Goddess of the moon bestows blessings of fertility upon women who worship her. She is also honored as a great teacher who showed women how to weave cloth, an art that she learned by watching a spider weave its web. When she was young, she ran away with her lover, the sun. Her possessive old grandfather threw a lightning bolt at her, killing her instantly. Hundreds of dragonflies swarmed over her body for 13 days and nights, bringing her back to life. She eagerly reunited with the sun, but soon realized that she preferred her independence. One night, she took the form of a great sphere of white light, silently rising into the sky, where she has roamed ever since, disappearing once a month whenever the sun gets too close to her. I thought that was beautiful. I hope I didn't copy anything that you were going to say.
No, you did not. So,
great.
There's a couple things that I found on. So this one's from the Goddess Oracle deck, which I think we all have that, don't we? I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So on here it has the Mayan goddess, the moon. Yeah. I know, moon of weaving and childbirth. So she's serving as a guardian to mothers and a source of inspiration for weavers. Ixchel embodies nurturing care, creativity. Her affinity with the lunar cycle is seen as a vital influence on the natural world, particularly in how it affects life on Earth. So she represents the essence of fertility and the perpetual cycles of nature. So the moon highlighting her close relationship with the celestial body. So they have a ritual on here, and it's a transformation and reflection ritual. So it's just essentially gazing at the moon or a picture of it, absorbing its serene beauty, and contemplate a recent change in your life. But she's also her name is also translated as Lady Rainbow, or She of the Rainbow, and it's highlighting her connection to water and weather. So, which was very crucial for like agricultural Mesoamerica. So she's like the moon goddess, healer and midwife, a weaver, and then her symbols represent the serpent with her head pouring water from a jar, or with a rabbit, a moon symbol in Maya culture. So she, the weaver is believed to have invented weaving, a sacred and practical art in Mayan society. And then the healer and midwife, she was venerated as a protector of women during pregnancy and childbirth. Many midwives and healers saw her as a guiding spirit. And then she embodies different lunar phases. As a moon goddess, she governs cycles, especially those of women. So,
and I loved how she's associated with the jaguar too.
yep.
Oh, did we just get a knock on the door? Yeah.
Here's her image.
I'm gonna have to mute myself. We had a knock at the door.
But yeah, isn't that a beautiful image of her?
It is. It really is.
Yeah, just beautiful.
We were just gifted food from one of the gentlemen that live here.
That's
nice. Nice.
So we just got some Indian food for dinner. Ooh.
Oh, that's exciting. That's unexpected.
So Celina, the jaguar, they really did not mention. Well, so there was a while back a there's her name is Linvy Andrews. She is a white woman that started learning about shamanism through women of the Cree in North America. And then over the years, this started back in like the 80s. And so she's had like 9 different, well, she's got a lot of books from, allegedly going to different countries and learning from the women in that area and their practices. And there was one where she went to the Yucatan, and there was something known as the honor of the jaguar woman. There was supposed to be something similar to like a sacred mask. Does that sound familiar to you? Because some people say she, may have made this up because she was a white woman. It's kind of like, I don't want to, it's interesting how she's supported in some areas by some people, but not quite by others. But I was always fascinated with them talking about jaguar woman. Now, do you think Ixchel is jaguar woman, or do you think this might be a separate? They're connected. I don't know if you had been aware of this.
I'm feeling that's a different goddess, and
okay. Thank you. Because they're talking about like the sacred jaguar mask, the sacred, teachings of the women, and how some can, through the power of ritual and spirit, shapeshift or become so connected to the spirit of the animal, like the women in the story with the mask.
I'm looking up different information, and it is giving her the jaguar aspect in her crone form. So I guess there's different forms, but it's the crone form. She has a jaguar aspect, and it's associated with night, death, and the underworld for Maya Ixchel. There's also Maya Palanque, so feminine counterpart of a Popol Vuh, and also jaguar spirits. Have you heard of Popol Vuh? P-O-P-O-L and then Vu, V-U-8.
You know what? That sounds similar to me, because I don't have the books anymore, but it was Flight of the Seventh Moon, I think, is the wisdom of the butterfly tree, and it was connecting her vision with the butterfly, and then her studies in the Yucatan.
So like a jaguar priestess and a shapeshifter.
Yeah, exactly.
For storytelling, ritual, character creation. So she has a lot of different aspects to her.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. But like
There
the
was-
bones in the skull is also considered the crone aspect of her as well. So she has a lot of symbolism, a lot of different animals, the weaving, the rainbow, the water, the moon. So she has like the fertility, healing, water, weaving, moon, shape shifting. So she's really has like a huge blanket of different things about her that are which is why she's loved by many. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's beautiful.
And Alana said, as you ladies talk about spiders, Anasi comes to mind. I don't know who Anasi is, but um, I'm certain then she must be associated with spiders. Everyone knows with me when I hear snakes, I'm like, ugh. So I tend not to. But our next goddess, if your ladies are okay to move on, the ones whose name I kind of sort of got right, but I will let Celina pronounce say it.
Yeah, it's still a mouthful for me. So Mictecacihuatl.
And it's hard to believe that short is all these letters. I mean, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
But she's known as the goddess of death. She's
Correct.
also associated with the Santa Muerte.
Yes, and I just actually realized that the other day when I was talking to Ramon about her, and he said that she's an aspect. I'm trying to find where he said that. I know it's in one of our messages here.
And Ramon is going to actually be doing
she's a
show
precursor of Santa Muerte. That's what he said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she's like the Christianized version of. Yes.
And that's where they preside over Mictlan.
Beautiful. And just really quick, we had Fatima join us. Hello, Fatima.
Hi, Fatima.
And we have also had Big Crone Energy join us.
Oh, hello.
So another new name for me. Hello and welcome. And Beth, let's see, was this part of the conversation? Oh, talking about the stories of Anasi.
Yeah, I love that.
I'll have to look up Anasi. And if that's an African goddess associated with spiders, maybe Alana, you'll have to join Nancy and I on a Monday to talk about Anasi. That would be nice too. And so, okay. And really quick too, Ramon is going to be doing a show with Bobby talking about Santa Muerte. And I'm going to love this because last year, Ramon joined Allison and I on a Friday show. And he shared his connection and his devotion to Santa Muerte and how she actually, he feels helped save his life and his partners and the puppies. And so that was quite the story from last year. So it is.
Yeah, I'm excited because I've been noticing her a lot more lately. And there's like me growing up, like when we would go to the market in Mexico with my mom, and I'd see, I would be drawn to her statue. And my mom's like, come on, keep going. Don't stop and look. But she like instilled fear in me on Santa Muerte. And now that, I'm, grown and noticed that she's not that one to be feared, she's not scary. Yeah. And I've been seeing her a lot more lately. And I'm excited for Bobby and Ramon's live so that I can learn more about her and see if she is wanting to work with me,
And he has a statue too of her. So, and I'll give you over to you just in a second, Nancy. So what I was able to find, they know she's referred to as the Lady of the Dead. She's watcher over the bones of the dead, ruler of Mictlan and the 9 levels of the underworld, connection with Santa Muerte and the Day of the dead. And I do believe she's Aztec, which is central Mexico. Okay. Try to make sure I got my facts straight.
Yep. So I have both Mayan and Aztec in my family and both my side of the family.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I knew that you would be the one to join us and share because it's for me, I like learning from somebody who's actually as part of their heritage, that they're familiar with it, and they have a personal connection to the stories and to their own personal experiences that they've had with the deities. Was there anything that you wanted to share with us of that's
so she is the lady of the dead, or she rules over Mictlan, like you just said, goddess of death. So she presides over the afterlife, watches over the bones of the dead. So I love how they specifically say the bones of the dead. She's often depicted, like you said, like skull-like face with a gaping jaw, a regalia made of bones and skull. Fierce, but also deeply respected. Her Day of the Dead origins is, of course, Dia de los Muertos, which has, she's also sometimes seen as La Catrina. So La Catrina would be this lady right here.
Mm. Oh my goodness. I thought, oh my gosh, her head looks like a duck, and it was a StreamYard logo.
I know. That's what I say in the StreamYard logos.
So here's a Catrina, and that's what she's also depicted as. La Catrina.
As a what, honey?
Catrina.
A cut.
Catrina. So Katrina, but Catrina.
Catrina.
Yeah.
So that's a separate goddess of her own.
That's what they're, the skulls with the dresses and the headpieces and everything. That's what they're called, Catrinas.
Okay. I learned something new today.
I have one of those that I put out in October.
Yep.
Yeah. And she has an escort. Who is the god that's associated with her? Do you?
Yes, it's her husband, and his name is very similar to hers, and this is what he looks like. So very similar. And his name is so hers is Micte, so Micte, and his is Mictla, and the rest of the same.
Oh, okay.
So their names are very similar. He forms the binary and complementary opposition of these desegregation of bodies and matter. We see him devouring a body, for rupture and fading out are the starting point of any successive work of creation or regeneration. He is alchemic, and the phoenix that dies and turns to ashes before birth.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So that's what's, but yeah, so here's both of them together.
And Miss Carol D was asking if she was seen as a trickster.
I don't think so. I think, to me, I feel like he is more than she is. But yeah.
Wow. And they said that her mouth was gaping open to be able to swallow the stars so that the sun could be seen.
You see there, her mouth is open, swallowing stars. So it's like a celestial body that she's pulling in through her mouth. You can see some stars on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But she's really pretty, really powerful.
Yes.
And hello, Linda. Linda has joined us. Linda Sandoval. Let's see. So, Alana was saying, yes, Miss Tarot D, yes, known to have trickster. Oh, wait a minute. I think Miss Tarot D was talking to Alana about Anasi, much like the Heyokas of the sacred clown. So, yes, so that was, I'm sorry, Miss Tarot D, I thought you were asking.
And then that's what Bobby is. He's a Heyokan empath.
Yep.
Oh.
So let's see. Alrighty, Egyptian Isis got. Wait a minute. So Garnet tossed in Isis. I'm not sure. I don't know if you're associating her with Isis, unless that's another. That's the thing with our shows. Everyone has these wonderful side conversations. I'm not quite sure if that's part of our discussion or if that's another one that's going on in chat. So. But here, Miss Tarot D said, the story that I heard was that Katrina was sculpted to make fun of the aristocratic society, kind of like Marie Antoinette. Interesting.
Yeah. And people confuse Katrina with Santa Muerte. So Santa Muerte is the deaf version, she's mainly depicted as the Virgin Mary with all of this around her, but she has the death qualities to her.
Yeah, she's the skull.
Like the skull-like and everything, but she's mainly projected as the Virgin Mary.
That's so pretty.
That's a beautiful statue.
Thank
you.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
See, yeah, when I see skulls, like I've always loved animal bones and wanting to draw and paint animals, like with Georgia O'Keeffe, beautiful. But and for me, the human bones, the skeleton used to always creep me out, scare me a little bit. But now I'm kind of coming more around to that. They don't bother me as much, so I'm assuming that's because I'm evolving and I'm starting to be able to connect a little bit more now. And it started through the art. So a lot of our spiritual practices can be enhanced, or we can connect with them through the creative process of whatever it is that
Yeah. But I mean, to me, the bones are they're beautiful.
Yeah, I'm getting used to those. On the way here, we were driving. I can't remember what state it was, but I looked at the sky and it looked like a clavicle in the bones with half a rib cage. And I'm like, oh my God, it's gorgeous. So
to me, all of this is just beautiful. Like, I love all of this stuff here,
The celebration of, of life, celebration. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when Georgia people say, ooh, why do you want paint or draw animal bones? She goes, it's not scary. She goes, it's beautiful. They're very much full of life. You can get a sense of life from the bones and things. So
absolutely.
I just watched a video talking about bones on YouTube about in the desert in Egypt. They found bones in the desert of whales. And
wow.
They used to have legs and a tail and walked on the earth. And I mean, this is like 30 million years.
Wow.
But they found these
type
bones.
Of fossil?
The whales.
The whales.
Backbone, and it showed tailbones and feet bones and everything. I mean, you can kind of Google it on YouTube and find it. I found it absolutely fascinating. Pam told me about it. Yeah.
Yes, and Miss Tarot D said everything that I know about Santa Muerte, I learned from Ramon. He sent me a beautiful book about her.
Yeah, I remember. Wasn't that was a recent book, wasn't it, Miss Tarot D, that you got? He had some lady that I can't think of her name. He was interviewing. And they were talking about La Santa Muerte, and I think he sent you a book, so I remember seeing your short on it.
And let's see. Beth said, I hear that, Heather. I recently just got my first crystal skull. I named him Fernando.
Oh,
and
that's
now
a beautiful name.
You can sing the Fernando song by Alba to him.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that name.
And Garnet says, whales are amazing creatures. Nancy, you have that
whale bone.
I have a fossilized ear bone from a whale that I got that was found ethically off the coast of North Carolina. Wow. There's all kinds of things that wash up on the beach that people pick up, put them in shops to sell.
And Miss Tarot D said, yes, Nancy. They say that there is proof that the ocean used to cover a lot of desert, and they believe that the lost city of Atlantis is in Africa. Yeah, the Rorschach structure. Yeah. That's one of the latest theories, and I think that's one of the strongest ones, because when you look at when you see the videos talking about the LiDAR and the above images, you can see these huge, massive waves and things just coming and taking out, and you see the rings. But I think a lot of people, where they pick up in different places in the area that Atlantis was, I think it was just that big, that continent, that civilization extended way past, not just Africa, Santorini, maybe down into the Atlantic by Florida. Some people feel the Bimini roads are part of, they think, possibly Atlantis as well. So
when you look at the Sahara Desert and I mean, it looks like waves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, waves of sand that are shifting. There's no telling what's under there.
No.
And Africa used to be a rainforest before the shift changed. And there was actually a river. The Nile just wasn't just the Nile going up, but it broke off and went across Africa as well. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's amazing. And Beth says, I never heard a theory about Atlantis that I couldn't get on board with. It's fascinating, and I feel it in my old bones.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Nancy, was there anything that you wanted to share about Mictecacihuatl?
No, I know absolutely nothing about her. I'm just learning along with everybody else here. I think she's absolutely fascinating.
Oh, okay.
So tonight I'm going to be doing a ritual, a full moon ritual, using both of them because it's the birth and death, and I feel like that's a really good transformation energy, combining both of them together. Like using a black candle, using a white candle, and I'm going to be doing that tonight. So
sounds beautiful.
Incorporate both of them into the full moon.
Very nice.
Well, I always put my water out to get moon water, and even the moon's up there, even though we don't see her, the energy's there.
Exactly.
Yep. And my husband says the same thing. He's like, but we have clouds here. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's still going through the clouds. The energy is still there. So it doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's snowing, whatever.
Drawing down the moon.
Correct.
Draw down that image.
Yeah, Janet Lee, what you put up, Heather, that is on YouTube now. So if anybody's interested in it, I found it absolutely fascinating.
Could you imagine an animal that huge in the water, whale, having legs on top of it to be able to, I can't even, there's so much that we couldn't possibly,
Oh, totally.
Wrap. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's something about holding that whale bone in your hand, and you just think about the energy that whale had, all those,
because the energy is still there.
Yeah.
It's still it's in that genetic makeup of the bone. It's still there. The memory of what it did is still in there. So I think it's really cool.
That's one of the things I sleep with a lot. I hold it in my left hand when I go to sleep.
Wow.
I love whales.
That's beautiful. Let's see. Fields look like waves too. I'm sure if you could see vibes, they would look like waves too. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's see. Yes, Miss Tarot D, windowsill with the water. I know you mentioned that in a couple of your videos, how you make your smudge spray and your Florida water. So, and let's see. And Garnet said that Scotland was part of the Appalachia Mountains of America, or Appalachia Mountains.
I'm in the Appalachian Mountains.
Well, he typed Appalachia, so I don't know if you meant Appalachian or if that's a separate mountain.
I love Scotland. I was there almost a year ago today.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. And hello, Gerald. Thank you for
I was there many years ago. Before you were even thought of seeing.
And I just want to mention earlier, you were mentioning Cosmic Orphan, with the tarot decks and stuff. For people, Stephen just did his first official live the other night.
Oh, it was wonderful.
I was there late. I'm like, how did I miss his live?
It was wonderful.
So, good kudos out to Stephen for taking the plunge. It was a great show.
That is a man who has a steel trap for a mind.
Yeah.
The knowledge that he has.
Knowledgeable. Yes.
Yeah. And he has that smooth radio voice.
Yes.
Yeah. That very
love that accent.
Yeah.
And he's pretty close to where I am, actually.
Yeah, he's not too far from me either.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yep. And I asked him about the earthquake too. I was like, wow, 4.1. I think he said he felt it a little bit, but they were okay. So
did you see what Miss Tarot D just wrote?
Uh-oh. What is Miss Tarot D doing?
Pull it up.
Hold on.
Woo!
Oh, Bobby's here.
All right.
May 24th, Cosmic and I will. Oh!
How exciting is that?
That is going to be not epic. It's going to be biblical.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna need to have like a drink or something or popcorn.
Stay
I get to.
tuned.
Oh
I
my
wrote
gosh.
it down. It's going to be on my calendar.
Yeah.
Hello, Bobby.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for joining in.
Hey,
And Bobby,
Bobby.
we did give a shout out because we were talking about the goddess of death. Mictecacihuatl. I'm trying to do my best.
You go, girl.
And trying to honor her properly. And we're talking about Santa Muerte and mentioning to everybody to stay tuned that you and Ramon have a show coming up on Santa Muerte, to be sure to catch that. And
I'm
learn
so
more
excited
about
for
her
that
too.
one. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Mr. Ruby. And I'm
I
sure
love
he's going to
you.
be honored.
Yeah.
You know.
You guys are hilarious. Can I just say that? Like in the chats.
Hey,
So
Teresa.
they were in the chat with when I was on Bill with on the live with Bill on Friday at like it was like midnight my time, and them two together.
Oh, they used to tear it up in my chats with
It's
Allison
horrible.
and I.
Horrible.
We can't focus on what we're saying because we're looking at Steve.
I
and
know.
Sarah.
And then Miss Terrell D's like, Celina, they're ganging up on me. Come help.
Oh, then we add Tom.
Oh my God, I
into
love
it
you
when
guys.
early
It's gonna be
rituals
such
there.
a fun live.
It's a free for all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hugger TK.
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Giving out hugs to everybody.
And Gerald is here.
Yes.
Yep. Gerald popped in. To pop in and show support and say hi. Is this on OnlyFans? What is this on OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. You have to. No, well, Cosmic is the only person that's on OnlyFans with Miss Tarot D.
Yep. That is going to. I do that for the fan trip. That's going to be an amazing show. I can't.
Yeah,
wait.
it's going to be great.
Oh, TK blowing up the. Okay, let's see. Hugs for everybody. I wish I could use the extra money. What? We could all use some extra money, Miss Darrow D. Let me tell you. Let's see. Oh, you did a great job on Bill's, Celina, and you're so very interesting. Yes, she is.
Thank you, Miss Tarot D.
She's a nice new spice to our community. Enjoy.
Aww. Muchas gracias.
And let's see.
Okay.
But he's trying to type yeah. I can see the name Bodica or Bodachia. Garnet, are you half asleep? That looks a little bit like word salad, but we love having you. Yeah, but she fought against the Romans. Yeah. Let's see. What's this? We are going to use our OnlyFans money. Oh, thank you, Miss. Oh, if ladies, if you don't mind me sharing, Shannon and I found an apartment. We got to view it today. It's a tiny little 1-bedroom, but no one else had applied for it. All the other ones had like 5 to 10 applicants. And of all places, the name of this section of apartments is called Madrona. Madre. So, and the apartment number is 107. And when you put those two together, you get the number 8, which is my life path number.
Yay. And it has a great view.
Heather, I can't remember. Did you bring your Mary statue?
Yes, I did.
Oh, perfect.
Yep,
perfect.
She made it. So
awesome.
We don't know when we get to move in. It's got to still be turned over. But we saw it. It's small. It's cozy. It'll be enough for now until we get on our feet and find something else a little bit later. But yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
So yes, thank you, Miss Tarot D. And who the fee?
Oh, what the fae?
Who the fee? StreamYard's not letting me put her up on my screen. There we go. No, where are you?
Oh gosh, do I have to, Miss Tarot D?
What the Faye?
Hi.
Hello, Ginger.
Oh, I just subbed to her the other day. Ramon told me to sub to her.
Oh, yeah. Her channel's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
they
subbed to her
did
the
a
other day.
paranormal, I think, the other night.
Well, they tried to, but there was like a lot of technical issues that day because
Yeah.
Allison also jumped in. There was a lot going on. Yeah.
Ooh, the energies were a little
Yeah.
bit. And we
Yeah.
actually lived down the way too, talking about bones and things. We actually, right down at the end of our street is a cemetery. We got a couple cemeteries.
Oh, was that where you called me from?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And
I
we
love
just
cemetery.
went down there,
Me
sat
too.
there the other night on the one bench, and I did some sketches there the other day. I just sat down and said, "Don't mind me, everybody. I'm just here to do some sketching." And I happened to see that a couple of people in front of me. One was had been a service person, was in the Navy, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Oh, so and so." I go, "Thank you for your service." My fellow was in the Navy. He was a Seabee, and I'm just like talking, you know. I'm like,
Aw, I
I'm
bet they
just
love
here.
that though.
I'm just here to draw the, you know, enjoy the peace and quiet and the, you know, but then it got to me thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting on top of hundreds of bones. And for the first time, that didn't really freak me out. It was just, again, bones. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
there's something, yep, something
Yep.
to it. So
It's
Lennon
a
just
sacred
dropped in the
place.
chat.
Hmm?
Lennon just dropped in the chat and said hello.
London. Oh, Lennon.
Lennon Smith. Yeah.
Lennon.
Hi,
Hi.
Lennon. How you doing, girl? We gotta do some poetry at some point.
Yep. I
Love,
have
love,
her
love.
poetry book and I'm loving it.
Oh, it's wonderful,
Yes.
isn't
It's
it?
beautiful, beautiful.
She's got me motivated to when we get settled to see if I can get some stuff printed, you know, through Amazon
Yeah.
or somebody. So, hey, girl, thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
when we lost Ziva last Monday, and really everybody, I can't thank everybody enough for all the well wishes and the condolences. I know my girl is in a good place. Celina's been lighting a candle for me for her,
Yep.
and I
There's
actually
candles
felt
going right
somebody
now.
jump on. I thought Mozzie had gotten on the bed, and when I looked, I he's curled up sleeping, and I'm like, oh, she's letting Mama know. And where the vet was, where she passed, was next to a cemetery, but the views of the mountain was gorgeous. The sun was out that day. It was just absolutely beautiful weather, you know, to say goodbye to her. So
Aw.
I miss her, but and everybody has been wondering how Mozzie is. Mozzie and Ziva were never close. They did not like each other. And since Ziva has passed, Mozzie has just been much more playful. He's just much more loving. He's just been a very happy boy. And so he's doing well.
Aw,
So,
Mozzie.
but thank you, everybody. Wait, what happened? Oh, Beth, you didn't know. So, Ziva made the trip here. Um, we were hoping she'd get better, but she was, you know, not doing well. She was getting worse. She stopped eating, and we took her into this one vet, Bear Creek up here. Dr. Gill was amazing. Explained the situation, took her in, and she said, "Well, honey," she goes, "at this age," and she was looking in her mouth, and she goes, "You're like she had cancer up in her, like we had thought maybe before." And with her everything else, she says, "No, honey, you're making the right decision."
Yeah.
And so she came in, you know, gave her shot to sedate her, and you know, did the last one, and my mommy fell asleep and
Yeah.
crossed the rainbow bridge in my arms,
Mhm.
and Shan was right there with us. So yeah, you know, it's sad. I miss her, but I know she's in a better place.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
she's
yes.
no longer suffering. So
Yep, her candle is lit every single day. So for 40 days, I'm going to be doing a lighting a candle for Ziva
thank you.
to make sure she crosses over properly. But I feel like she is, you know, I feel like she's
Oh yeah.
has a lot
She
of
let
other.
me know that one night she
Yeah.
jumped on. I mean, I thought Mozzie had moved or was twitching. I'm looking over. He's not, but I'm like, I know I just felt the bed move.
Mhm.
And so she was letting me know that
She's
I'm here,
saying,
Mama.
"Hi, Mom."
but I know that she really loved the trailer park where we took her in, because she used to love to walk around. She'd bring us sticks and twigs and things as little prey gifts to us, and she would just
Aw.
disappear for part of the day, come back to us, and she was just happy outside there. So we figured she was probably going there. She comes back in Florida to be able to. So I'm sad, but I'm not sad because I know, and we still
That's
have the
the
She's
bird.
always
greatest
going to
gift.
be there with you, Heather.
Well, that's the greatest gift of love we can give our pets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
when they just can't pass over and they need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before she passed, she gave me a hug, because people know Ziva was a hugger, and so she reached up and pulled herself up, gave me her hug, and
Aw.
so yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
She's with you,
yes.
Heather. She'll always be
Of
with
course,
you.
all of our pets are with us. I actually woke up this morning having a vision of my cat Yasha that I lost back in 90, was it 96, 97, or 90, more like around 98, and I woke up going, what's Yasha doing here? Just like, okay,
I think
so
she was letting you know that she was helping Ziva cross over.
maybe. I mean, he was a beautiful baby. I miss him. So, but yeah, our fur babies are waiting for us, on the other
Yeah.
side. And I'm so excited to see them more, I think, than people.
Yeah. I mean, I have 3 fur babies, who crossed over as well. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, we are at 5:50. How are you ladies doing? Do we have time for some readings?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nancy, are you okay? Because every
I'm
when we do,
fantastic.
huh?
I'm fantastic.
You're fantastic.
You look fantastic too, by the way. Your glasses and your beautiful.
You like
beautiful
my
Oh
big
my God.
glasses, and I just like them because I can see better.
I love the colors you use.
So let's see. If anybody would like I didn't change it yet. Still says Divine Feminine, but it is still the Divine Feminine we're talking about.
Yes.
Especially with us, talking about the goddess of death and the goddess, of rebirth,
Mhm.
of the moon, and it being a full moon.
Did you see what Ginger said in the chat?
Where's Ginger? What's this? I saw my hound dogs goes across in front of me a few weeks ago. And some people, Ginger, they've shown on YouTube and stuff. People have caught on their inside home cameras.
Yeah.
They'll see something looks like a cat go running or a dog, and we saw one where a woman's porch, facing outward, a deer had got hit by a car. But even though that's sad, in the camera video, you can see the deer getting hit, falling down, but then you saw a spirit jump up and run back into the woods. Like it wasn't even. And I was like, that's incredible. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So, was this Nancy is the Prue from Great British Bake Off with her look? Oh,
Who said that?
Beth did.
I love that.
So I can't star comments anymore or questions. So we have one for Miss Ginger Faye. And let me see if I didn't miss anything else. No. So I'm going to be asking mine based on, messages from Ixchel and Mictecacihuatl. I'm going to do my best for her. And see what to get. And ooh, perfect. I had to go pull out some of my cards from still packed away in the car.
I know. I had cards and then I put them away, and now I'm pulling more out again.
All righty.
So, what type of energy are we pulling for?
Well, it's like a message. We do like a general message from the Divine Feminine, and with me.
Ooh, the Divine Feminine. Perfect. I'm using this new oracle that I got.
I'm going to do the energy of the Divine Feminine around the person.
I'm going to do the Oracle of Delphi.
Okay.
Ooh. And I am going to pull out, this was a gift from Miss Moonlight last year, the Theban Oracle Witch Alphabet. So this is a pretty cool deck. And then I have tarot. I have my tiles also. Oh, look who's joined me. Want to say hello to everybody? There he is. Look over that way. See? No?
Hello,
Okay.
baby boy.
He's like, no, I'm a cat. I have to think about it. So let me
Aw.
put that there. Okay, for Ginger. Ginger, I'm being drawn to Ixchel for you, so I'm going to pull with Ixchel's energy. Ooh. Okay. All righty. Okay, Bobby, I see you. So were you ladies ready, or do you want me to go?
If you want to go, I'm still pulling.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to take Ginger down for a second. So Ginger, from my Theban oracle, which alphabet, I got the letter L. And this is about love, light, or enlightenment. So this is through Ixchel. And of course, that's perfect because she's, goddess of the moon. So we have light, enlightenment. Colors are gold, representing light, enlightenment, and purity. The element of air. This element symbolizes freedom, enlightenment, and reaching a higher consciousness. So, being full moon tonight, working on connecting with your higher self, developing your abilities, working towards new forms of enlightenment. Um, so the divinatory is you will experience inner enlightenment and turn towards an energy filled with love in the near future. That is beautiful. So in this book, it breaks down into different segments like divinatory interpretation, relationship and love, character, health, career, advice, and reverse meanings. And the advice is try to find the light even at dark times. When you approach with love and wisdom, enlightenment will be with you. And I'm getting drawn to that because I'm going to focus on that, Ginger, because out of your tiles, the first one that came up is the Five of Wands. So there is some sort of struggle going on right now, whether this is energy wise, getting things to move forward the way you want them to. This could be maybe a struggle, or possibly maybe a conflict with others. Or this could also be kind of, in our heads as well, being kind of like stuck with all the kind of conflicting, or, onslaught of, of just thoughts and decisions that need to be made. I know it's not quite a swords, but still there's some sort of kind of struggle going on. Your middle tile is the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles being, of course, youthful, studious, academic, looking at things from different angles, kind of taking on this very youthful kind of approach, and whatever the situation is, looking at it from all, again, different perspectives. Pentacles are, the slower moving. So maybe taking time to kind of look at things, whether it's finances, um, you know, things financially, security, stability. Um, but you know what also occurs to me, Ginger, is that this being a tile, the page, knowing you have your cubs, your boy cubs, your man cubs, as you like to call them. I don't know if this might be something too with them that you're working with. This might be something that one of them might be struggling with. And because you're there, the other tile is the Queen of Pentacles, and that's you. You're the very grounded, you're very connected to nature, you're very nurturing. Um, you're yeah, you provide the foundation, you provide the love, you provide the security, the stability. And so this could very maybe be not personally you having something with a struggle or conflict, or maybe something with one of your sons that might be going through something with right now. But with Ixchel and with her card, this card of enlightenment and love and light, kind of allowing this full moon to kind of like trust your intuition, kind of ask the moon to shine that light, ask Ixchel to shine that light to see where what needs to be worked on, what can be brought into the light out from the shadows to help you move forward. And yeah, that's what I have for you, my dear. Her textile arts, getting into your arts, the medicine. You're that medicine. You are their medicine. You are of the earth. You are the nurturer. You are the healer. You're the provider for them. So that's what I have for you, Ginger. Who would do you want me to enlarge it or embiggen? Or are you ladies okay with the format?
I'm fine the way it is.
Okay.
I'll be the tail end on these readings tonight.
Okay, Celina.
Okay, so I got from I pulled 3 cards from the Oracle of Delphi. And speaking of our goddesses for tonight, we have Shapeshifter,
Ooh.
Jaguar. I know, isn't that pretty funny?
Oh, you gotta take a
that
picture
happened?
of that for me and send it. I love that.
I know, she's absolutely beautiful. So the keywords for Shapeshifter on here are ruffle, seize, bewilder, and shake. So that's her picture. It says slinking, changing, and courageously maneuvering through a dark night of the soul, you arise reborn into a glorious sunrise. So in that absolute, I mean, to me, it was like, this is wild that this card actually came out. But it says courage to end a situation, and it's associated with the heart chakra. Your talisman is the Black Panther, moves at speed of light, is decisive, adaptable, and highly principled. Invoking the spirit of the panther will accelerate positive change. And then your faith and action step says trust your instincts to adjust quickly to your new environment. Think on your feet and you'll bounce right back even stronger. Your it says, I adapt to change effortlessly and gracefully. I embrace my evolutionary shifts with ease and flow. So that's the Shapeshifter card. And
that sounds like Ginger.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then your next card was the Priestess card. So right there, it's just telling me the beautiful power that you have in you, the beautiful, you're able to predict, here has the High Priestess of Apollo. So channel universal wisdom to open you up into the divine, which is absolutely beautiful. So this is a leadership opportunity with the crown chakra, and the red robe is denoting feminine life force, and she holds a laurel sprig that signifies Apollo's love for humanity.
Ooh.
So it says, I trust my connection to the divine. Intuitive message flows freely to me. I have clear psychic visions that guide my higher mission. And the final card is Mystic. So I'm looking at all these cards and I'm thinking these are all just beautiful cards, beautiful messages. And I feel like these all embody who you are. Look at the Mystic.
Oh, I love that deck. I think I got to get that deck.
I know.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got it when Llewellyn was having a sale. They were having like their Beltane sale and it was like 35% off. And I was like, this is absolutely a beautiful deck. And it has like different aspects of Hecate in here as well. So I had to get it.
Ooh, Bobby, did you hear that?
Yep. So discover your why and merge with your magical pathway. Once you know your core values, choices, and directions are easily made. And this is a new deck, so I don't have all the information to memorize yet. But so the Oracle's prophecy is Mystic. You are a sacred vessel of the divine feminine. It's the crown chakra. The flower of life symbolizes creation and how all life comes from one sacred source. And it says, I am initiated into spiritual mysteries that give my life meaning and purpose. Living with mystery excites my soul. So yeah, these are three beautiful cards that
What
I
deck
feel
is
like
that?
as I was watching your live, I was like, this lady is beautiful. You know, I loved your energy. So yeah, and I feel like these three cards are completely you.
Nice.
Ginger, I love that's absolutely beautiful. Both
It
of
says
you
I love
reading.
Black Panthers.
Ah,
Yep.
beautiful. Yeah.
Ginger, I got three beautiful cards for you regarding your energy. And it's interesting. In a way, they're all sort of moon related. When I look at this card, I see a wise owl and I see a full moon. But under the roots, I see your ancestors. And above the roots, I see your guides. And they're always with you, and they're surrounding your energy with their love and their support. It's a real, tangible thing. And I think going along with this card here is the card of the soul family.
Ooh.
And that I think this is so profound, Ginger, because our soul families are so precious to us. And, you know, we're not truly aware of who they all are, but they know us and they love us as we are. And they contribute a tremendous amount of light into our lives. The final card is the card of shine. And I want you to look at this card with the moon. And I don't know. I feel some Fey energy in this, but I also see you looking through the lens of the moon, and that you are able to see things that other people don't see. And I think that all of these together, this one says hold your head high, but I don't. I'm reading this intuitively. And I'm not even sure what the hold your head high would mean, you know, for this, but it shows a dove in here and beautiful shells and a compass. But what I love is you looking through the lens of the moon. And you've got a lot of growth going on. You've got a lot happening, you know, all around your energy. And I'm sure you can feel it. That's what I have for you, Ginger.
All righty. Thank you. I went to go shuffle some cards and half of them ended up on the floor. So, Bobby, and that was for you. Ginger said, beautiful card. Yeah, and what was the name of the deck, Celina, that you were using? There was a question.
Oracle of Delphi.
Oh, that's right. Oracle of Delphi. Okay, thank you. Thanks from Ginger to you. And let's see. Ginger says, I know what that saying means, Nancy. Okay. And Ginger says, thank you, beautiful ladies. You are so welcome, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby says, I am here. All righty. And let's see. Something Miss Taro D said, I really have to push myself out of this hermit mode as well. YouTube makes it easy to be a homebody. Yeah, get out there and do your thing, Miss D. So next up we have Bobby. Was somebody already ready? Because I got to put my camera off and pick up my cards off the floor. Bobby, that was some energy. So I'm just going to take my camera off for a second.
Yeah, so I can go first for Bobby.
Awesome.
Okay, Bobby, I pulled out 3 cards from you from the Oracle of Delphi, and the first one is it's absolutely perfect for you. It is teacher. So learn, upskill, educate, and prepare. It's telling you true leadership is a heart-centered action and accomplishment, not status. Humility, clarity, and courage are essential elements to lead with the real heart, Bobby. So this comes with the heart, with the crown chakra. And your alignment is, I accept my sacred calling. I dedicate my service to universal wisdom and the unending evolution of the soul. So I know you mentioned that you really didn't want to be a teacher, and then you realize that you are a teacher because of your classes of teaching tarot. And the second one is also very much you. It's sorceress. And it says summon, conjure, weave, and enchant. And that is exactly who you are, Bobby. You are a conjurer. You are magical. You can make anything happen, come to life. That one, it says you weave silver threads of creativity into the mystical web of the cosmos. And I was like, that is definitely my Bobby. Your wishes are being granted. So make a wish, Bobby. And the activation alignment for this is my natural magnetism attracts everything I desire. I embrace the wisdom of age and flow with the divine laws of nature. So you definitely have this amazing magnetism about you that is attracting everything and everyone to you. And I am just extremely lucky and fortunate to be one that's very much attracted to you. And we're now doing our show, doing the show together. And the last card is Odyssey. So you're on a quest, offer, treasure, and celebrate. So that card is the pilgrimage is life's track, an intellectual and spiritual wandering of the soul. Trust in the journey, Bobby. This is the heart chakra, and it's love and wonder enrich your life's quest. And your activation is, I gracefully embrace my blessed life path. I accept where I am, and I am excited about where I'm going. I seek radiance and beauty along the way. So that is you, my beautiful brother, because that's what it feels like when I'm with you. I feel like you are my brother. You are my family. So thank you, Bobby.
That's beautiful.
That is awesome.
I love you.
And Ginger said, "Yeah, yay, yeah, do Bobby." Yes. Nancy, were you ready?
You can go ahead if you're ready. If you want me to go, I'm easy. Whatever you want me to do, Heather.
We'll pinky or thumb wrestle through the.
I'll be right back. I have to let Darla out. She's been like wanting to go out, so I'll be right back.
Darla.
I know, my
so
baby.
Bobby Boo, what I got for you. So out of the Theban Oracle, my witch's alphabet, you got the U and the V. So I don't know if the letters U, V, for any names that might resonate with you. And the meaning for this is unity, completion, or integrity. And that's matching everything that I got for you. And so I'm just going to jump to your tiles. And your middle tile, I'm going to go with the middle one first, is about relationships. It's more, for me, I know this is more like a partnership, a love ship. Oh, I like that, a love ship. But relationships that you have with others from the heart, things that are very, not just love, but empathic, psychic. There is a connection. People are drawn to you. You bring people together. And with the caduceus on here, the knowledge that you share is like medicine. The emotions that you share are medicine. And so with that in mind, I went right to the relationship and love segment for her. And I love how she says fiery redhead. She makes me think of Bridget too. And the goddess of the forge and of the cauldron of rebirth. So this could also very well be connected to the energy for me coming through this, even though necessarily there isn't a death in the mix. This is still Micte coming through, and with death comes rebirth. And so for the relationship and love, you may have deeper and more meaningful connections in your relationships when you act with integrity and unity consciousness. And it just goes with everything else. With the tiles, I have the Hierophant. this is you. You are the teacher. You are educating. You are learning. You're sharing your spiritual traditions with others. You're sharing and lending your knowledge, working on your academy. You are practicing. You're sharing. You're studying your spiritual traditions with others. And on the opposite side, I do have the Knight of Cups again, which is very loving, very emotional, very kind to others. So this resonates too with me for your personal relationship, like with your husband, but at the same time, this is a beautiful energy of, and I love that the Knight is moving this way, because we have you as, the teacher, bringing people together, connection with relationships, and you're leading them, moving them forward towards kind of like the holy grail, that chalice of psychic ability, of intuition, knowledge, tapping into that and showing people how to be grounded, but also connecting to their spirituality. And two cards from the Star Rune Oracle by Kristen Louise connects with the two. I have Feihu, embrace abundance. And for me too, that does with relationships. You are bringing people together. You are embracing everything of who you are and your knowledge and your traditions, and sharing that with the world. So it's kind of like you got the whole world in your hands. You're bringing people together. The only card um, that might have a slight negative connotation in this way too, I felt like very much like Micte was coming through, is you had Nathi's struggle. And I know at times you go through struggles, not just with your, with your physical health, that can play in with, how, you do your day to day and connecting. But sometimes there's always been that little bit of a struggle. Maybe not, don't second guess. Know that what you're doing, what you are moving forward with, who you are connecting with, what you are feeling, being drawn to connect with. I mean, the energy is coming right down in there. You know exactly what it is that you need, and to let go of the struggle. Give to I'm just going to say Micte so I don't keep messing up her name, but give all that struggle, all that worry, all that self-doubt, if any, anything that's going on in your personal life that is making it hard for you. You feel is making it hard for you to teach and to connect and to share that beautiful wisdom with everybody. Give that to her. Let her devour that. Let her take it to the underworld and rebirth that into something new for yourself. Remember, you bring all of us together, and that's a beautiful thing, my friend. And that's what I have for you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Especially with teacher, it came up again.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I said teacher as well.
Yep.
Well,
And
I did not.
when you're
I
doing
did
that,
not.
went,
I did
"Oh,
not
got the
get
hair
teacher.
font."
I did not get teacher, but he's a wonderful teacher, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bobby, the first
hello,
card that I
Rashawn.
got for you is the card of perception. And I want you to look at this. There's a big, beautiful moon there, but you see the darkness that's in front of it? And maybe sometimes, rather than looking at the brightness of the moon, you see the darkness. And I think, this card is telling you to focus more on the light, because the second card that I got for you is the card of enlightenment. And it says, let the goddess light fill you. And Bobby, I want you to look at this card, because the goddess is underwater, and look at the emotion that's all around her. But she has a fire, like she's holding the fire close to her loins, and it's radiating up over her heart and all of her chakras. And she is seeing things that are unseen to others. And I see this as you, Bobby. And the final card that came out, and when in working with this deck, this is the secret language of light. I have never drawn this card, and it's so appropriate tonight. It's the card of the divine feminine. And I want to read what it says in the book, because I think it's very important. So I'm just going to read this. It says, shine your inner light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of the matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. It is time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The divine feminine wants you to know that there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere, and embrace joy. And what I wanted to read to you also, Bobby, is the meditation that goes with this. Burn your favorite incense or aromatherapy oil. Place a card like this that is significant to you at your heart and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and slowly. As you relax, imagine you are floating above the earth. Look down and observe this beautiful blue and green planet. Feel into the rhythm of the earth as your heart and Mother Earth's heart pulse in unison. Now place your hands on your heart and say, I nurture the creative abundance flowing within me. In your mind's eye, see a ray of golden light flowing from the heart of the universe towards you. It embraces and fills your whole being. It streams from the soles of your feet into the earth and spirals all the way down to the heart of Mother Earth. And she says, thank you, for as you help to heal yourself, you help to heal all things upon and within the earth. You add to the expanded consciousness of you and Gaia. You are so loving, a great mother to you and all. Feel this loving connection as Mother Earth sends a beam of green light from her heart to yours. Contained in the green light is a symbol, a gift that represents your divine feminine. Stay in this feeling for at least 2 minutes. Gently bring your awareness back to your breathing. Breathe healing love into your life and open your eyes. Extinguish the incense, for you can now breathe the beautiful fragrance of your soul.
Ooh, I like that. Breathe the beautiful fragrance of your soul.
And that's what I got for you, Bobby. I hope
That's beautiful.
You didn't mind me reading it, but I wanted you to hear all of that.
That is definitely all Bobby wrapped in one.
Yep. And these were 3 fantastic reads. I was hoping to get confirmation about my grandmother's involvement. Thank you.
So Bobby, yeah, as I saw you mentioned Vera in the chats, I something told me to pick up the next card that was up, and it was Dreamweaver. You said that you've been doing dream work with her.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I saw you said Vera, I'm like, there's something's telling me to grab this card, and it's Dreamweaver for you.
Very cool.
So emergence, wish, visualize, and conceive. It's beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby, for letting validating, because I've been wanting to do more like ancestral spirit reads, and something just told me to mention the U and the V. There was something with those letters, and you told me the V stood for your grandmother Vera. So,
it's beautiful.
That just really made it all for me right there. And then he goes, whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Is it now? Remember, there's 2 versions, Bobby. Is it whoop or is it woot? I prefer the whoop over the woot, but people are like, what the hell is she talking about? But back in my 20s, back in the day, there were 2 versions of that song. So, yep, and Ginger's got it. She goes, yep. So, are you ladies doing okay? We have 2 more. Is that all right?
Yeah, we can do 2 more.
Nancy, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
So we have Amber and we have Judith. So next up is going to be Amber. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much, ladies. It feels so good to be back to do Divine
Yeah.
Feminine. So thank you for joining me tonight.
Hmm?
Thank you,
Thanks for
thank you,
inviting
thank
me.
you. And I miss my Nancy.
Yeah. And
Like
here
Nancy would
you
say,
are
I
all
tell
the
you
way
what.
across the country.
Yeah,
You did it.
I did it. The time difference throws it off a little bit, but we'll work it out. You say we were. Oh, Amber. Well, Amber, I hope you're still here, my dear. You're up next. Amber Gedden. Yep, she's here. Tag team. You got it, Amber. Tag team saying that song. And then I think there was another group that did Woot. There it is. So, yeah. Okay, focus, Heather. Okay, what did Pamela say? Oh, Pamela's watching us on the TV. Woo!
There it is.
Whoop, there we are.
I know.
Ooh, my tiles are sticking. It's a little bit more moist here in the Pacific Northwest. Well, Amber, I'm all set for you, my dear. So out of the Theban Oracle, I pulled the S. So again, seeing that it worked with Bobby's reading with the letter S. I don't know if this could be, I'm thinking this might be also somebody, either a spirit guide, ancestors could be a spirit guide as well. But there's something significant with the letter S for you on this. And I love how she's holding like that beautiful like sphere, like that moon in her hands. Um, and looking at your star rune card and the others, I'm going to focus on the energy and the divinatory aspects of this card. And let me just take your name so you can see this here. And the energy, well, first of all, this is about air. So this element symbolizes activity, harmony, and balance, which is perfect because when you see your star rune card, it's just like they completely connect with each other. Um, and I'm going to do astrological as well because of the star rune. Libra. The sign represents balance, justice, and harmony. So with the energy, this is about balancing and uplifting. The energy of the letter S directs people to balance and harmony. And so the divinatory is you're entering a phase of balance and harmony in your life. New energies are entering your life. You may restore balance by using these energies. So what it's just right off the bat is Ixchel energy coming through this, especially with the moon and how that's in her hands. Now, the star rune card, you got synergy, and there's the balance. There's the Libra. This could also maybe be Gemini energy, but we also have what looks like an M. So you have AWAS. This is synergy, and this is connecting and coming together. For me, it feels like this is a connection to the spirit world or to a guide. It's a powerful connection, and I feel like you are working on connecting with, I don't know if it's somebody in particular that you want to work with. Again, the letter S that may resonate with you. When I saw that and I was seeing the moon or the sphere, and this for some reason, the moon goddess Celina also came to mind. But I don't know if this is something that you want to start focusing on moon work, moon energy, moon goddesses. But there's that beautiful connection coming together. You are connecting, and this could be too that you're connecting with your spiritual self as well. You're finally making that connection. Things are coming together. Your tiles, first one up is the Ace of Swords. So connecting, communication, thought, and with the crown coming down on the sword, crown chakra. Again, connecting with guides, your higher self, your intuition, your abilities. Something new is coming towards you. It's being handed to you. New thoughts, new ideas, new connections. Your middle is the Three of Wands. So you put the energy, you lay the plans, and now you're waiting to see the results. Again, with the water connection, again, with intuition, abilities. And your last tile is the World card. Everything is coming together, everything is connecting. It's like the things that you've been working on spiritually, intuitively, and connecting with family or guides are coming into fruition. You're completing one cycle and you're beginning another. I love this reading for you, Amber. And again, with Ixchel, gestation. Sometimes it takes a while for things to gestate, and then they come for both. Excuse me, comes full circle. And so that's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you. Oh, and she's a Libra sun. Interesting. And wait a minute, what's this? Celina is exactly who I thought of too.
Yep, goddess of the moon.
And consider maybe reaching out to Ixchel as well and seeing how maybe those two goddesses can work together with you as well. And Tapestry of the Unseen, Justine, right? No. What's their name? I'm sorry.
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah.
Lila. Why do I keep
Yeah.
forgetting your name, Lila? I'm so sorry, my dear, but welcome and thank you for being here. Okay.
I can
You
go
want
next.
me to go? I can go next. I just am amazed by these cards. I just am kind of speechless. Magic is afoot tonight.
Yeah.
Amber, I drew from 3 different decks. And the first card that came out was Raven Magic.
Ooh.
And this is what the book says, because I want to read this because this gets the ball, rolling. Raven is the color of magic, the blue-black of midnight when spellbinding moon calls you out to spin enchantment with the earth pulsing underfoot. At this potent hour, portals open and Raven flies into the velvety void of infinite possibilities. Follow her into this mysterious cauldron of all things. Raven medicine is dynamic. She lands on your shoulder as a familiar, drawing up your goddess-given power to manifest. Now, the next card, I want you to look at this, Celina, is the card of reflection.
Oh, yeah.
And it says healing transformation. So we have 2 cards with
My card is transformation.
the raven, okay? Or this could be crows, but I'm going with ravens tonight, okay? Because you see, it's almost like she has the moon in her hand. And to me, the moon is behind her and all the magic is happening over her. Okay, now the third deck is the card of insight. I have never pulled 3 cards with the images of the same birds on all 3 of the cards. And this card says, be open to enchantment. So I don't know where you are in the world, but tonight I would go outside and stand under the moon and ask for protection and open yourself up to spirit, because I think that there is something powerful going on with you, Amber. And I love that for you. I would love to get these cards.
Can't believe you said protection, because that's my card too.
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm pretty
Amber
much
lives
gonna.
in Florida.
Oh, lovely.
Amber lives
Okay.
in Florida, and Amber also shared with us that she just finally completed probation for a DUI back in 2023. I'll be celebrating 22 months on the 18th.
Awesome.
Congratulations, my dear.
Yeah.
You've got
great
this. Keep going
accomplishment.
strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
You
love
should be
that
proud
for
of
you.
yourself. Yeah. Good night, Fatima. Thank you for being here.
Good
And thank
night.
you, Mr. OD, for putting the PayPal links in the channel, in the chat for all of us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Miss Tarot D. You are the godmother of Tarot Tube.
Miss Tarot D says, please note that these ladies are behind in their rent money. Please make it done.
Thank you.
And you ladies rock. I really need to hear these messages. I'm so elated.
Okay, so I have my cards to read for her. Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not done yet, Amber.
Hang
No,
on to your seats,
they
everybody.
pretty much went exactly with what Nancy said. So I'm just repeating everything she said. So I pulled from 2 different decks. The first one is Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle, and that is white light. And it's asking for you to, it says block out all the negative energy and just love. Protection, guard, and purify are the key words. And it says keep strong and stay rooted. Protect your own well-being, including your mind, body, and soul. So it says you are your own keeper and protector, and you alone are responsible for warding off and deflecting negative lower energies in your vicinity. So again, with protection, that's what Nancy had mentioned. And then I went and grabbed, I'm not sure if you're working with fairies or not. So I went and grabbed my fairy oracle. For some reason, I felt the need to go grab those. And I actually pulled out these make playing cards that are from our very own lovely Rochelle, who's in the chat, from Amethyst Ascension. And the first card here is called, it's Fairy Light. Embrace change. Let the winds of transformation guide you.
Ooh.
So that is your first card. And there's another beautiful moon back there, but it's asking you to embrace these changes and let the winds of transformation guide you. So it seems like you just finished going through a huge transformation in your life, and now you're ready to start new and start fresh, which it's a beautiful thing. It's something that you should be very proud of yourself for doing.
Yes.
The third card is tranquility. Seek the moss fairy sanctuary. Find peace and tranquility in her verdant domain. So it's asking you to find where your peace is at. It's if it's at home with your loved ones, if it's doing your art. If I'm not sure if you're doing art, I don't know why art came out. If it's out in nature, like this fairy is, soaking in the full moon's healing energy. But it's asking for you to find your peace and tranquility. So I think after all of this that you've been through, I think you are ready for some peace and tranquility in your life.
Yes.
So it's just asking you to seek that out even further and find out what it is that, like where it's at, and where making sure that you make that a priority now. I feel like that's the key word, is priority. Prioritize yourself and your peace, and definitely embrace these changes, and they're positive changes that are coming into your life. And don't forget to protect yourself and put that white light around you. And I guess that can be with protecting yourself against your, from your own well-being, to stop you from going back into that habit again. So put that white light around you and protect yourself. And but it's asking you to definitely embrace these changes and find some inner peace.
Yes. That's beautiful.
And thank you for sharing with us. That's takes a lot of vulnerability, and courage. And when more people share, or if they feel safe, this is what Nancy And I always want in our chats is for people to feel safe here, that this, you know, is a place where they can share and be open, and share, you know, things that are important to them. And by
Mm-hmm.
even trusting us to share that,
Yeah.
we're honored for that, Amber.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
just really proud. Just keep at it. You're resilient, and you got this. And Miss Terrell D was also sharing. My husband is 6 years sober now, and the last 6 years have brought him so many blessings and abundance into his life. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Miss Tarot D.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Yes.
and you bought sketching tools, and
See, I don't know what
Oh,
art
there
was
you
said.
go.
Yeah.
And it's a
Thank you
wonderful
for
thing.
that.
It's a great
Index.
coping
It just like
skill.
blurted out of my mouth, and I'm like, I don't know why I said art, but yeah,
Well,
definitely
there you go.
use that imagination.
I am
And
so excited for Amber.
I
yeah,
am
that's
too.
exciting. And paint out your feelings, paint out your thoughts and emotions, and put it all into the drawing. And I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah, we love you bunches too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amber. And enjoy the art. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's something that it brings you joy, and that's calming you, and it's
Yes.
relaxing you, and you feel good doing it. That's all that matters,
Mm-hmm.
sweetheart. And art is a great coping skill. I was in groups back in Buffalo, support groups, and there were those for us. We use art in any form for, you know, relaxation as coping skills when we have anxiety. There were people that were substance, that they would use that to help them refocus their energy and their emotions into something, you know, positive, something beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
something creative. So I love that you're doing, you found something artistic. So
Yeah.
just keep
I'm
at it.
proud of
That's
you.
wonderful. And Bobby says you can also do sigil magic with those tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Miss Tarot D, I can't draw, but if you want, I can be a nude model. Hey,
Aww.
hey, back in the day, you would have been paid $20 an hour to do that, Miss Tarot D. So I don't know
Ooh.
if you need to make some extra money, you might
Yeah.
be able to do that. So
Well, she's lost all that weight.
I know. Way to go, Miss Tarot D.
Yes.
So we have one reading left, and that's for Judith. And I know Judith is here. So what did she say? Wait a minute. Oh my. I had to do that once. My model didn't show up for the free drawing session at when I was in college. I was the model. I would call the coordinator. I would call the models and schedule them free drawing sessions every week. And my model was a no call, no show. And I had a whole bunch of people set up in the studio waiting for, you know, to do work. And I'm like, well, y'all, if you don't mind someone who's not used to, I ended up doing it, you know, and it was
Oh my
one time and
gosh.
one time only, but that was an easy $20 I made, let me tell you. So, I mean, once it comes off and you start doing poses, I think it doesn't, you don't even really think about it, you know, so. But anywho, Amber said, Miss Tarot D, you be a beautiful stick woman. Hey, and if stick figures is all you can do, then have fun with them. Put little,
Yeah.
you know, like Bobby says, like sigils. Put little symbols on them, or have them, you know, funny. Whatever it is, just personalize it. Make it you. I mean, Simon's cat, you know, the guy with just basic line drawings, and now he's famous. Um, who's the other person in the spiritual community? Cash Peters. All he does these little stick figures for his images that he gets, but everybody sees them now and goes, "Hey, that's Cash Peters." It's because he made it. He made it personal. He stylized it. When you see it, you know it's him. So just have fun with it. That's what art is supposed to be. You know, it's that beautiful, you know, magic of manifestation that we all have, that creativity that's within all of us. So um
I'm ready for
and let's
Judith.
see, YouTube has a lot of videos on sketching. Yes, they do. Alrighty. Woo, let's see what you got.
Yeah, these cards were just they were definitely flying out for you. So the first card I got is from the Earthly Souls and Spirit Moon Oracle, and it is beautiful. So they're reminding you that inner beauty also needs to be occasionally told that it's beautiful. And I feel with the month of May and with Mother's Day and the divine feminine energy as we are in right now, it's letting you know that beauty is far more than your outward physical appearance. The temple that houses and cares for you is really quite amazing. So it's asking you to really look inside and just love the inner part of you, the part that nobody sees, the part that nobody understands except you. And even sometimes you yourself don't understand that, don't understand what's going on internally, but embrace it, love it, fall in love with yourself, dance, find beauty in just life itself. So the other card I got is from the Phase Whispers Oracle card from Rochelle's Make Playing Cards. And it's funny that this is fairy glamour. All that glitters is gold. Take some self-care time to reconnect with your body. So here they're letting you know that you really, you need to really just do some self-love work. And I know it's very hard because I work with it on a regular basis. And even then, there's times where I get choked up on trying to love myself, look in the mirror and love who it is that I see. And be okay with what it is I'm seeing, with even my stretch marks and my sagging skin and my gray hair. It's all beautiful. So they're letting you know that you really need to look internally and just love every part of you, regardless if it's messy or not, and really nourish her. My last card is clairsentient. So I'm not sure if you've been smelling anything, smells that are like perfumey, someone that you probably was a family member. I'm thinking grandmother. Here the fairies are letting you know that clairsentient is the smell of botanicals are signs of the fae are also close at hand. But for some reason, I wasn't thinking fae. I'm thinking a family member. So definitely pay attention to any of those signs around you. And if it is a smell that's coming through, I'm not sure if you connect with your ancestors, but I'm feeling that once you do smell this, definitely acknowledge it. Let them know, hey, I smell you, or I know who that is, and just say hi to them. You know, they're just doing little hoodwinks and letting you know that they're close by and taking care of you and watching you. That's my message. I hope it resonates, Judith.
You want me to go now, Heather, or you want to go?
Beautiful. I love that.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Nancy. I'll go last.
Well, Judith, the goddess that came up for you out of the Wild and Sacred Feminine deck is Ixchel.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And in the book, it says she's often depicted in front of a loom. Know that she has come to help you connect to a higher order and bring your vision to fruition. Mayan texts describe the movement of the drop spindle that she used as a force of perpetual motion at the center of the universe. Taking up her mantle, how does the creative power of the divine want to come through you? To be birthed, midwifed, or woven into the warp and weft of time and space. Two cards came out of the next deck, and this is a card of soul writing. And I'm wondering, Judith, if you ever do automatic writing, where you just have a piece of paper or a notebook and pick up a pen, and before you start writing, meditate, and then just put the pen to paper and write. Don't think about what you're writing. Just write, and you will be amazed at what your higher self brings forward for you. And I think that this is what Spirit is is saying for you to do. And the card that came out with that is the card of joy. And I love that for you, Judith, because I think that this practice will bring you much, much joy as you weave through the rest of your life.
That's beautiful, Nancy.
Beautiful. I love that. And Amanda joined us, Mama Sushi. Hope you and Baby
Hi.
Sushi are doing
Oh, that
well.
precious baby. She's growing up before our very eyes.
She is. So I keep forgetting time difference. So thank you, ladies. I know it's like going on 10 o'clock your time. So thank you for hanging out with me. So Judith, wow. We got some major stuff coming out here. So your Theban oracle alphabet is the letter M, meaning mystery, mysticism, or awareness. Um, and this carries the energy of the subconscious. And the divinatory is a hidden and unknown truth that will be revealed soon, and this will deepen your awareness and understanding. I'm feeling like that this may already be in your periphery. From the star rune, I did get Hagalaz. I did get Cataclysm. And this is kind of like someone trying to hide something so that you can't see, and then covering their mouth in silence. So this is something that um, could be something that you experienced or witnessed, but I feel like this cataclysm was something that had both silenced you and tried to blind you or steer you away from not being able to speak your truth, or feeling that you had no way of speaking your truth. The card that came along with it, the overall energy for those two is triumph, though. Although I will say she came out reversed, and typically don't do reversals, and I don't think Kristen does reversals. I could be wrong. But just remember, whether it was reversed or not, triumph, you standing in your power, you taking your power back, is what is going to get you through this. Um, And the advice from this card was embracing the mysteries and take up meditation to think deeply to broaden your awareness. So this is something that I feel like is already an ongoing process, but it might develop more into you discovering and seeing things that you were not aware of. Things coming up from the subconscious too. This could be memories. Your tiles help. So with your tiles, I'm just going to get right to the one, because usually I pull three, but two were sticking, so I kept the one that was sticking. And this to me goes with the triumph. No matter what else, the Queen of Wands. This is you taking back your power. The wands are about power, expression, motivation, energy, and creativity. The sunflower, success. Again, also standing in your power. Yellow is the color of your solar plexus chakra, your place of personal power, where you stand, your core strength is. So know that whatever it is that you are going through, or may be going through, or working through, you have the power to stand. You have the ability to stand in your power. You're resilient. You will get through this. Now, your other tiles, these are all major arcanas. There's going to be a feeling of judgment. The middle one is the double card. So whatever this cataclysm has to do with something with the devil energy. This could be somebody who was like a devil, that did things or said things that hurt you. This could be things that maybe for things that you have experienced yourself, unhealthy uh, relationships, relationships with substances. And I'm not saying necessarily drugs or anything, but sometimes, food, buying, there's something that just felt like you felt bound to, that you felt chained to. And again, this could very well be an individual. It could be a thought or an idea that was implanted in your thoughts early on. But your other tile is the high priestess. So you have that wisdom, you have the knowledge, you know what is truth, or you will be knowing what is truth. You will be able to speak it, you will be able to remember, and you will be able to use that wisdom to move forward. And what just came into my head was maybe taking this experience and helping others that have been in a similar situation that you have. Um, so yeah, that's what I have for you, my dear. I'm just going to, it's just right there. And of course, this was Mictecacihuatl's energy, the goddess of death, the going to the underworld, kind of feeling like that 9 levels of death, things that going through, but just knowing that, you get rebirthed afterwards. You hand her your pain, you hand her sorrow, you connect with that, and you have that beautiful ability to rebirth, especially with that high priestess, reconnecting with your divine feminine, your intuition, trusting that and trusting your knowledge, and that's what I have for you, my dear. So,
Heather, look up in the chat what Mama Sushi said.
Mm-hmm. Put it on the
I'm so
screen.
what Mama
excited.
Sushi? Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Miss Tarot D, this Blake. Good night, Miss Tarot D. I'm going back up. Send you much love, Judith. Bobby, those restaurants weren't closed optional. Wait a minute, I don't see. Hold on. There's Mama Sushi. Okay. No.
Congratulations.
Yes. Oh, so happy.
Aurora's
And we're
gonna
talking
have a
about the
little
goddess
brother
of
or
fertility.
sister.
Yes.
We're talking about the goddess of
Oh
fertility,
my
Mama Sushi.
Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations,
Yeah.
my dear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations, my dear.
Yeah,
No, I'm seeing all
congratulations.
the
That made my day.
congratulations. I'm like, oops. Yes. Let's see. Heather, yes, and very deep and understood. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, ladies, thank you so much. Selena, what do you have coming up this week?
On Thursday,
Anything you wanna
Bobby,
share?
myself, and Ramon, we have our series this is going to be our second part of that series. And we are talking about different forms of divination. So that's going to be our main conversation on Thursday. So at 9 p.m. Eastern
Behind the
time.
moon, right?
Yes. So with
Behind
Bobby,
the moon.
Wild Raven Tarot, and Moon Scarab, Ramon, and myself. Yep. So it's going to be a fun
Very
one.
nice.
I think they're all
Yes,
going
I'm
to be
looking
fun,
forward.
but it's going to be a great one. Yeah.
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 Nancy.
Well, I think Ginger Faye and I are going to do a live at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And I'll be live with Scott on Sunday at 7 p.m.
Nice.
So
Very nice. I should be back Friday with Allison, hanging out with her and chatting, and maybe doing a few reads. So we'll be back. Yeah, we will be back Friday. And I'll probably pop on sometime this week when, because I know we got some good, news coming in and stuff, and I might do a pop up and share with everybody. So, but yes, this was wonderful, Janet. Powerful night of readings. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. As always, I love reading with you. We always seem to get similar cards and, just beautiful messages all the way around. And I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate everybody in chat. Everyone, have a good night. And thanks for
yes.
joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye
Happy
bye.
full moon.